choice was made. It felt like that. It's not like we're using it as long into
The Jam Fam family. We're Irie, living the good life. We're royal, cruising through the West Indies, having fun, enjoying the good life. Jam Fam family, the Jam Fam family, yeah. Jam Fam, come hang with me.
Hello Jam Fam Tribe. Today we decided that we're going to be taking ourselves out into the city centre, and we're going to be going and doing something fun so that we can just reminisce on the UK a little bit. So we've decided that this is where we're going. So we're going over to Token Escape Arcade Entertainment to just go and see if we can have some fun activity. We will keep you coming along with us. So as we go in, we'll let you see how things are going. The amount of security checks and features is made it felt like that. It's not like we're using it as walk into the game station or fun station with the card ready to go and play. So we've got no tokens.
Someone decided to count every single one.
Going to count them.
Finally, that took years.
There, all the tokens we need. So let's go play. It was rather noisy in the arcade, so we decided to mute the sounds, and also there was a lot of music, so we're not going to show that. But this is just a view of how it looks in the arcade. They've managed to fit quite a lot of activity in this space, and it's also a good age range of appropriate activities in there, so that was really awesome to go in. So we started off our first activity. Eliona decided that she was going to do some bowling, and she haven't lost her spark at it. She was still doing quite well at the game, so it was an awesome experience for her to be hitting down all of those pins, and that was quite a good experience just to go back and revisit, since we haven't done it in quite a little while. And then, of course, after a phenomenal streak, she got the gold pins to hit down. So she was quite impressed with herself to start the evening off. Afterwards, she moved over to her basketball. She still have that flick in her wrist, so of how to get them in. Afterwards, we then played the game again, this time side by side, so that we could see who would do better in the time frame. Needless to say, she won. Then we move over to this car race, and it's the one where you can go into the same race together. And so that was fun. We did that a couple of times, competing with each other. And she kept reminding me, Mommy, who is the one here with the driving license? For me, the game is it's just not the same driving on the screen as I would be driving on the road, but it was fun being able to do this activity together again. we went over to the bike race, so we did the bike race together. These ones you can't go into the same race, but we were next to each other and narrating each of our race as we were going along and enjoying ourselves. So that was a blast as well. We had a good laugh and think back on how we used to do some of these things back in the UK together. Then we decided that we were going to go on the ones that sort of the motion ones. So these were the motion cars. So Eliona had her go first on the motion car, and it was moving quite well, so that you can experience the tumble as you go along, which was remarkable. Then it was my turn to have a go on there and see how it feels with all of those vibrations and movements that it was giving. It was quite a good experience being on it and seeing how much I was bumping into things and crashing as I was in the real-time experience. Then we decided that we were going to take on the motion bike. So this time we were, Eliona went first. She decided that she was going to go on the race from Silverstone. And so as a part of just remembering and revisiting the UK, so she went on that version and she was doing quite well on the bike, and enjoying all of the different moments of surprises that hits as she was going through the race and doing all of her turns and wobbles and accelerating as we went along. Afterwards, I decided that I was going to have a turn as well. And these games are much more difficult than they seem when you see other people doing them. But I did enjoy the experience, although I came 10th. Well, it was a good experience once we got in there. It's a lot fit in a little tight space, and of course, you know, the music is going to be blaring. But otherwise, it was quite fun getting around, and it was buzzing and nice and quite packed actually. Quite a lot of people were in there. So, what was the plus for you? What was the plus?
I can't hear because of the music. I can't hear out of this ear.
Oh my goodness.
Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like
it's surreal, yeah? Okay. So the good things?
I liked the games, especially that one in the back that was the one at the front that was 6 seconds, the car one.
Is that the car one? Okay.
Because it just throws you to one side and then it throws you to the next side and
Yeah.
it just throws you to
So it's like the one we have in Escape, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fun Station, Escape.
But what
Similar.
I didn't like is that the staff always want to get involved when they want to do it as well.
Okay.
Like,
because
for example, I want to choose my vehicle that I want to drive, and then I want to choose the city, and they do everything, and they make sure to choose the one that I say that I don't want to do.
Okay, so you would prefer to go and sit and just set up your
And
game
if I
and
need
do
help,
everything.
then ask them.
Okay, and
Which
I
I
think
didn't.
I think that again is because of the difference, because we are used to going into the game station
And if
just
we
doing
need
your
help,
thing,
then
and
we
if
go
you-
to the counter.
Yeah, whilst here they give you the help because that's how their system works. So yeah, I do find that sometimes that feels a little bit too much. So the thing I found that I didn't like was the bit where when we thought that we had enough now and we were tired and we wanted to go, we couldn't go with our token. There is no redemption of the tokens, which I understand, but there was no way for us to say, okay, we'll come back and play another day. So that was not a possibility. So I think that's
unless
something
we were
we
to
should do.
TV and put it in our bags and just come back and act like we don't have it when they're not looking to put it in the cup.
Which we wouldn't do because we don't
That's
think
wrong.
that works for us. So so that's something that probably could be looked into, or maybe we just bought more tokens because we didn't really know how much we're going to pay for each of the rides and things, for each of the games. So next time we'll be better able to adjust to that. I think it's because we are used to having a card that we just go in with, and how much you put onto it, and you can go and play whenever you want.
Yeah, or we can open our own arcade with all of the things that we think is needed. And if you think that we should open it, like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below your opinions.
Okay, then that's a brilliant idea, but a lot of work needed to get it done. And I'm glad that there is somewhere that we can come and do these things, and there is always room for
this is the only
improvement.
arcade in Mandeville.
You think so? Okay.
When I looked at the other arcade, they call the market the arcade.
Oh, it's just the market.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the only arcade in Mandeville. So if we wanted to go to a different one, we'd have to go to a different parish or a different
A
country.
different city, a different parish or
Yeah,
a different
parish.
city center. So that's fine. So at the moment, I think it's a good thing to have, and there are scopes for improvement. I think it's a good thing to have. I think it's a good thing to have, and there's scope for improvement in everything. So one of the things could be that the way in which you manage your tokens to give you room to be able to manage it as you want to would be a good thing. And you say, wait until you need help to ask for interference. Okay, that's fine. It was a good afternoon. Can I have my thing back now? Thank you, ma'am. And what are you having? So, I'm having
Sweet
Patty
chili wings,
and
spicy
cocoa.
red. You can have Mario patty. It tastes too nice. I've not had cocoa bread in so long. Thanks, cookies.
Okay.
That's good.
Good?
It's better than juicy patty.
You think so?
The Jam Fam family. We're Irie, living the good life. We're royal, cruising through the West Indies, having fun, enjoying the good life. Jam Fam family, the Jam Fam family, yeah. Jam Fam,